your mark is centered. And you want to rub it in circular motion for your placement for each of your snaps.
Okay, I got this.
So once you've made your mark and it's centered, right? Do you have it centered?
Yep.
And now we need to create, wait a minute, I want to make sure that it's in the middle. Okay, so we have to use a fabric hole punch to create an opening. And so what's under, you have a block of wood and you have the tool. Now that has an awl is not enough, correct?
It was enough.
Yeah. So it created a nice clear opening, and pass that through. Nice. And that's actually a good fit when you have to force it around. Not that it's not okay if it just slides on easily, but that's a good fit. Okay, so now you're going to turn that over and sit it onto the device.
This is the right piece, right?
That is the correct piece. If it's on like that, that's incorrect. Now, that is it. That is the male part. And so you're gonna sit it onto, yeah, the recess.
Don't be afraid
area.
to move the fabric.
Right.
It's not gonna go anywhere.
And which part are you holding there? You're using
This.
yes, that part, because that will protect the snap.
So it's to fit on. It is. So you can...
Yeah, it's
Okay,
kind of
make
slippery
sure.
getting
Well, no, it's
started.
just this is uneven. That's my
Yeah.
fault. Okay,
Okay.
now it's perfect. Or
Yeah.
how it's supposed to be.
And then,
Got it.
nice, turn it over. Yeah, perfect.
This
Okay.
one's a little bit.
So
Let me say, I
now-
think compared to this one because it's making more noise. I don't know what that is. It's opposed to this one.
I agreed with you, but
I'm gonna hit it again.
don't hit it
Don't?
again.
Oh, okay.
It is fine.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why that is.
I'll tell you why in a
Okay.
moment. To apply the snap, you want to turn it, force it, push it through the hole that you made. And now grab the socket, the other. Okay, so that is the male part. And you sit it on top.
Like this? Or...
The other way. Yes. So you know it's correct when the flat part is against the base. So now turn it over so that it sits on the attachment there. And then, you know, you have to use my attachments and work better.
How are you deciding to do this when
Which
I'm
one?
getting ready to leave?
And I would say grab my base as well. Grab my base because it sits neatly in there. So you want to know that you're using the correct tools. So you see how this sits, it's designed for that. Let's hold it up. You see how that fits beautifully in there?
Yes.
And then,
This one fits just as beautifully in there as the other one.
yeah, so now grab your hammer and it's
Perfect.
on.
Success.
There you go. Or
Okay, so I made a mistake. I didn't mean to put this one here. I meant to put this one here, but I made that mistake. So how do you fix the accidentally?
we're gonna do
screwed
the
up?
we're gonna do the reverse on this side. So this one is going to sit here, and then we're gonna put this on the back side, and your snap will still work. But one of the things we're gonna do to make sure that everything lines up properly, we're gonna align it here at the bottom, do you see? Because if the hemline matches, then we're gonna walk it up. You see, we're gonna walk it up and then we're gonna put pins through the exact spot where it should go. And you wanna hold your fabric firmly. You see, I'm smoothing out any bubbles or wrinkles. And then we are going to walk down the length of this and poke the pins through. If it's not quite centered, we can do that later, but we'll have the placement. You see, I'm walking it up here.
Doesn't have the same drape, so I don't know, I haven't seen the fabric yet.
And here,
Oh my goodness.
all the way down.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just time to serve.
Turn it off. Now,
Okay, just want to get this
this, I know, this is just a tip for, it works for buttons and snaps. Because I know you're working, Catherine, on a winter coat, and sometimes it's just a jacket, but he is concerned that there's not interfacing on the backside, and to put these heavy-duty snaps on and pull on everything, it might rip the snaps. So we can do this with our buttons as well. So what we would want to do is use interfacing or scrap piece of fabric. And this, so when he punches the hole through, he's gonna punch a hole through this too, so that when the snap goes on, it has reinforcement. So that snap will have, you think of the back of your snap. So when the back part of the snap is sitting there, or sitting here rather, and it has the anchor piece, then it's got this fabric as support. He could actually go in between, but he's already closed it off, so I don't know if he wants to be bothered with that. And it can be trimmed down a little bit more so that it's not a lot of leftover fabric peeking out. But I do it for buttons too. If I'm sewing on buttons, and I feel that the fabric is too lightweight, sometimes I'll take the piece, I'm not suggesting it for this jacket, but sometimes I'll take the piece and I'll make it this small, do you see? And then when I'm stitching my button on, it has a backing and it won't pull through and rip my fabric, and it'll last longer. So that's a good thing to do, okay? There we go.
Okay, great.
Yeah, okay.